You are now about to witness.
Knicks real talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who styles this? Aiming at the mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We flew by confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we rolled the bar too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire, hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, Korea popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue skies. In Metropolitan, we connecting the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming, I made the platform with passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick kid assassin.
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Yo, salute everybody. Salute. What's good? What's good? What's good? We are in the building. Just to recap, Divine Shot Powers, Knicks Cavaliers last night at the world most famous arena. Man, we're gonna get into that, break down all the game summary, man, get into the highlights and all that good stuff, man. So salute to everybody in there, man. I hope y'all having a great day today. Appreciate y'all getting in here with us. Salute to everybody in the chat. Doug Fresh, Big Task, my man, what's good? Gunsmoke, what's popping? Julian J. Mars, what's popping? Salute to Walter Blackman, everybody, man. Rod Du, what's good, man? Shot Powers, my brother, what's popping, man? Let's bring in the other half for the Indian who get the motor running. My partner in crime, one and only Shot Powers, what's good, my man? Why do you wear those glasses so I can see?
So I can see, Divine. Yo,
good?
salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. A great win last night. Let's sit here and let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Last night, ladies and gentlemen, 119-111. Knicks went out there and opened the game of the season. Just went out there and played some good basketball. What a new vibe. What a new season to subscribe, man. Mike Brown came in there and brought the whole army up in the building. You know, it was crazy. I'm like 11 guys and bucket getting everything. Energy in Maxwell Garden was lit. They went out there and played a good game. The bench came out there and played. Starters played. It just was fun, man. It was a good game to see. We beat a team who beat us 4 times last year. Came in the Garden last day and did our thing, man. They were down a couple of guys. We were down a couple of important guys. But you play who in front of you. For the most part, we played who was in front of us last night, and they showed up, went out there and did what they had to do, man. So I was definitely fired up about the whole thing in general. Salute to the Knicks for doing what they did. Shop out. This is a great game overall.
Yeah, we played good basketball yesterday, and I mean we got it together. We had some highs and lows, you know what I mean? We gave a lead up. I mean, we gave the lead up for a second, but we got it back and then to command again. So it was great basketball, you know what I mean? And with who you had on the team yesterday to play the minutes that they played yesterday, and he played 11 guys and he still didn't even play Pacone or Muhammad. You know what I mean? That's pure right there. You know what I mean? And the guys that he left on the court, they got the advantage because he let them out there and he showed that he trusted them and they performed. And I'm glad to see that. You know what I mean? The guys, so in certain circumstances, one of the guys that performed yesterday probably was almost out of the door. So there's a good look that we seen him finally play with some real players to show that he still has a little bit of skill and hopefully he can get better with it. But overall, man, it was a great game to watch, man. The Knicks controlled the pace. They did a lot of things that we'll break down a little later, but great game.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, the energy was in the air, the atmosphere was buzzing. It was just great overall coming out the gate. We talked about, like you said, a lot of things we wanted to see them do, and they did do it. Other than not shooting the ball too well from downtown, we'll talk about that later. But they did shoot league average anyway, but they still put up 40 of them. You know what I mean? So, but man, Wingstop was in there doing their thing on the defense side of the ball. I mean, Cat picked up off of last year off the rebounding there. Ananobi rebounding like crazy. But what I was most impressed to see was Tyler Kolick, Deuce McBride, Larry Shamit, Hawk, and all these guys, man. They went out there and did their job, and they did it well. So the Deuce McBride knocking down timely 3-point shots yesterday. Cats cut the lead down to 1. Deuce McBride hit a timely 3, and then at the we get a rhythm. McHale was in his bag yesterday, and I know he was deep in his bag yesterday. I was like, okay, Brunson didn't have a good percentage shooting wide, but he still was able to get the buckets when he needed them, man. So the defense played pretty well against some guys, man. Even though they shot 41 from downtown, but their field goal percentage was, they got a good team. Don't sleep on. They got Donovan Mitchell there. And they got Evan Mobley. He was knocking them down. But I think when he put Anunoby on them guys, Anunoby's like, listen, you might can shoot that shit over the mother dude, but you ain't getting it off on me. So salute to OG Anunoby, man. Two sides of the ball, him and Cal Bridges played both sides, and Deuce McBride. I think that was so impressive. And they just were playing some good basketball. So the Hawk had some good energy out there, snatching rebounds, being aggressive, blocked the shot here and there. It was just good to see, man. So what a way to start the season. Couldn't be more happy about it. I'm glad we got the W, and we move on tomorrow against the Boston Celtics. So every team that beat us last year, swept us last year, we got a couple of them last year in the playoffs, and we got them boys back yesterday. So it's going to be a fun season, Shop. I know we're going to have some highs and lows in the season, but I think we're going to have way more highs and lows if Mike Brown keep implementing the way he implemented his offense, and these guys are putting them in there, not tiring them guys out. Understandable, Anunoby had a lot of minutes because he had to play Donovan Mitchell, and he had to play and Mobley some of the time. So, but if Mitchell Robinson was in there and Josh Hart, that could have been different. So this to go to show you, without Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson, and we still was able to do what we did. That's pretty impressive to me.
Yeah, of course, Devon. And I just really like to watch the game yesterday because the way he implemented the team, how he switched and put the mismatches in there and stuff like that. It was well watched because we haven't seen that. I mean, I don't remember seeing that from the style of basketball that we played yesterday with those many men. Maybe 2-3 years ago when Tibbs was here, when we had all those guys, we had a whole full bench. He was playing a lot of guys then, but other than that, man, we played some good play, unexpected players. Players stepped up yesterday, and if that continues as the year goes on, we can see some guy. Not to jinx anything or say anything about a jinx, but if somebody goes down, somebody's going to step up, man. These two-way players are going to be real intricate to this starting unit coming down the stretch. And if something happens and guys gets hurt or something like that, we got some guys that can come in here, and we still haven't utilized Muhammad yesterday or Pacone. So and then we still haven't had Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart. So this is a great option. Last night we went out there, we played good basketball. All you look at it now. We would talk about it on paper. Now we can look at stats. Stats make a difference because those are facts. You know what I mean? They played good basketball last night, man. No matter how it's cut, no sugarcoat and nothing. They played good basketball last night, and I liked that game last night to start the season.
I'm gonna tell you what was scary before I go on. Let me salute to the chat. East Blue, what's good? East Blue, I see you, my man. Salute to East Blue in the building. Dougie Fresh, everybody. Salute to the chat. But Child Powers, Tyler Cole put some work in that all season. I'm gonna tell y'all something with some crazy. You know how we were talking about the Brogdon and all them, rightfully so. But the biggest blessing the Knicks could have had is Brogdon retired.
Facts.
What's wrong? Brogdon retiring paid dividend for the Knicks in more ways. Tyler Cole impressed me yesterday, son. Not only his overall playmaking, but his grit though, Shaw Powers. He wasn't backing down from none of them jokers. I mean, Tyson was trying to go at him. This guy was trying to go at him. He was like, "Nah, son, I got game." He said, "I got game." And that with the jump shot, the floater, getting into the paint, breaking down the defense. Salute to Tyler Kolick, man. I'm really happy to see that brother do what he did yesterday, man. Good look for him. Good look for all of them. Hot party, good look for you because you started the game, came out there aggressive with some rebounding, block shot, nice pass to Cat on a reverse dunk, blocked the shot here and there. It was just good to see, man. So yeah, he definitely got the moxie, Tyler Kolek, man. I ain't got no problem with that neither, Rod do. He always earned my respect, but he earned it a lot more yesterday because that was a big time game yesterday. First game of the season to get thrown out there to the Wolves, and he capitalized, he handled it. So let's hope that he keep, he ain't gonna have great games all the time. Not all of them always gonna be on that game all the time. But the way this offense flows, the passing, the unselfishness, man, this is different, bro. It really is different. So give kudos to Mike Brown for really doing what he did yesterday, man. We haven't seen this in 3 or 4 or 5 years, whatever, with the way he was implementing the offense, the way them guys were sharing that. But even last year, they were the unselfish team last year. They always been unselfish, but the way they doing it is crazy, man. I was like, that big time 3, Anunoby hit at the end of the game to stretch it back to 8. They double teamed Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson dumps it off to my man McHale dumps it off to Anunoby in the corner. And that's the first bang of the season for Mike Breen, my ESPN. Do I watch it on with Clyde in them? But on the highlight, bang! I'm like, okay, this is the Garden was bananas yesterday, Shop House. So salute to the Knicks, 1-0. Not too much of the gripe out on the negative thing for the Knicks last night, other than we shot league average for downtown, but that's expected. First game of the season, we wound up having a really good support game. And I was telling Shop Powell, ladies and gentlemen, me and Shop Powell and Jay, we always make our predictions because that's just what we do, having fun with it. If Anunoby wouldn't have missed that foul shot at the end of the game, I would have called that score dead on. 120 to 119, man. So I like Anunoby, I'm giving you a B instead of an A+ because you missed that foul shot, my man. I would have had 120 to 111, but it was good, man. That's why we do it, man. We know it don't matter what the score is, as long as they win, but we do it because we like to have fun with it. We could talk about it the next day, so I was happy. My man, salute to my man, Paris, Doug Paris. Thank you again, always, my brother. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the chat. I love everything I saw except Yabusele. Yeah, he was a little rusty. He was big time rusty yesterday, PD. Hopefully he get it together sooner or later. We can use it, man. But yeah, he a big dude. You're right, though. He was 264 pounds with Philly 283. Yeah, he got to get that down, man. He gonna get that down. Like, he won't be getting too much burn, especially when Josh Hart and Mitch get back. You know what I mean? So great point there, Parrish. Real talk. And on that, thank you for the super chat, my brother. For real. But yeah, man. Other than that, it was good. It was good to see. So Shop Howell, we just got to hope tomorrow against Boston we can repeat the same thing. And go out there and play them guys and try to get to 2-0, man, and get ready to go to Miami Sunday to play the Heat down in Miami. But other than that, great win yesterday for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Me and Divine was just talking about this. I brung this up to Divine because maybe I'm bugging out. But if anyone in the chat noticed this, I said this a couple of days ago, man, and this was in the preseason, man. I thought I was bugging out, but I think they're running some type of zone defense, man. So if anybody noticed anything that looked like that, just mention in the chat or something like that. I just wanted to throw it out there the next time. If you haven't noticed it, look at it the next time you watch it and see how they don't fight over the screens as much as they used to. It looks like they're more sliding with everything instead of going through on everything. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just overanalyzing. But once again, a great game.
Yeah, it really was, man. They do catch my match, everything I want to see last night. The rotations, it was crazy. I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about it, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Brown was throwing up some weird rotation. I love it. He was throwing out some rotation. I couldn't even get to even figure out who he was putting in there half of the time. He was making it work too. I like the way he coached. I like the way he substitute the game according to what's going on in the game. I gotta give him his flower for that. He put guys in according to what they need. You know what I mean? It's not like he just throwing them out there. He's like, okay, I need Tyler Kolek at this particular time in the game because I need another ball handler out there. Or I need another guy on a wing to play some defense, so I'm going to put this guy in there. You know what I mean? And I love the way he was doing that. I think that's a little bit different from much as I love Coach Tibbs. Coach Tibbs my man. Now, let's not get it twisted. I love Coach Tibbs. But I got to give my man credit that he was coaching the game according to what he needed. You know what I mean? Like, if we need a rebound, I'm putting him in there. If Donovan Mitchell started getting too hot, I got to throw Anunoby back in there. You know, it was crazy. So, good job by him. First win for Coach Mike Brown. Hope it be plenty more. Hope it be more than that. Right, like you right, East Blue Drew. He had Ananobi at the 5 on time in the game. Like what? Yo, so salute to him, man. He had me. He impressed me yesterday, man. His numbers speak for itself. And they really do. So we just got to keep up the momentum. Good win coming out the gate. Just a good win. A lot of stuff we talked about, they came to fruition. And I think that one of your big pet Pete, I love that pace game, man. That pace game is some extra points you get when the defense is not set. It's just so important on with a team like ours, because in the half court we could pound the shit out you with Jalen Brunson and a Big Cat and them cat. We could pound you in the half court, but the impressive thing to me was them fast break points or the points off the rebound, the push to pace points, the hockey assists.
Steals yesterday too, man. They were in the cookie jar a whole lot. They were knocking balls free and at the 50-50 balls and all these other things, all these variables that we really didn't talk about much last year. They were doing it last night, man. Blocks and blocking the ball. The guys wasn't coming even without Mitchell Robinson being in there. You got Ananobi and Mikal blocking shots. Three between the both of them or something like that. Things that we wasn't paying attention to. Assists. Look how they rebounded basketball last night. Team basketball. Everybody was 3-4 assists. 3-4 rebounds. 2-3-4 rebounds. 2-3-4, 2-4, 6, 8, 5, 11, 15. That's how they played basketball last night. This continues, man. This is going to be an amazing season, man. I mean, not saying that it's not going to continue. Let me take that back. But so far, so good. Let's get it.
Yeah. It's early too. They still haven't mastered this thing yet, Shop. They haven't even mastered this thing yet. I mean, once they know and understand what they're doing out there, and that 13th letter kick in, man. That once they master this thing, man, it's gonna be bananas. It's gonna be crazy. Because that was 100. That was 119 points, and they did it effortlessly. They just was like the screens they throw. Like Cat got that ball in the middle. They collapsed. He just throw it right to my man Deuce Bride just raising up with confidence, right, knocking it down. So Cole is breaking them down, getting down that paint with the floater. These young guys, they know what I love about these young guys we have here. They get to learn around some of the skilled dudes in the, they in the practice with some skilled dudes. You know what I mean? Like Kyle Kohler got to go up against Brunson in practice. You know what I mean? These guys, Hawk Purdy got to go up against Robinson in Town in practice. So it only can make them better. You know what I mean? It only makes these guys even more better because they're not going up against a bunch of scrubs in practice. They're going up against
their peers. These are not their peers.
Right. So I can't wait to maybe when DeWaller and Pacome get a chance. Because obviously was the only thing going to be the tough part about it, which is so crazy when Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson comes back. But you might not see the Hawk that much. I think it's Shamet. At least and they played a hell of a game. Shamet. That's why I always been high on Shamet because his defense.
They still might, Divine. This guy is different, Divine.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, you may see a game that he played like last night was 11. And so imagine if Mitch and Josh Hart was in there last night. You know what I mean? He would have probably still ran 11 man. And what might even been a different. The guys that got in last night may not have got in. And other guys may have got in to fit into what he would have put in. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, Devon, but he just looks like it's different to him. We so used to being Tibbs' way, that circle of trust. You know what I mean? He got Tibbs going down when he going into he got a good 7 guys that he got his circle of trust around. Right now, he just trusts to me in this game last night, first game of the year. Tyler Kolek, how many minutes did Tyler Kolek get? 14. How many minutes did he get?
Yep, I'll put it right there. Kolek had got let me give it to you straight, guys. Tyler Kolek had played what we at? Tyler Kolek. Oh, sorry, he played 13 minutes.
13 minutes. I think it was around 12, 13 minutes. So yeah, man, that's major. On the first night of the season, you get 13 minutes and you perform. Hucker Purdy started the game last night. Go nigga. 6 about this is what we always talk about Hunter Purdy. If you don't think nothing else about Hunter Purdy grab rebounds. He gets there, he gets rebounds. And what was it the first play of the game? Didn't he get a block the first play of the game?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Didn't he get the block? Come on, man. That's major, man. So let's see what happens this year, man. I mean, we all talk about, oh, we want our rook. The rook, let the rookies go. Let the rookies go. All right, here we go. We going for it, right? We gonna go for it. They look good tonight. I mean, last night they look good. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Kolek, Radu, they both played the same amount of minutes, 13 apiece. But I'm gonna tell you what's interesting though. He put Kolek and all of dudes in before he even put Clarkson in there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I was like, Mike Brown had me tripping. I'm like, hold up.
Clarkson didn't come into like the second half. I mean, the second quarter. Second quarter.
Facts. I was like, yo, so that just go to show you, like I said, he coaching according to where the game going, and I just love that so far what I've seen. Size 9, salute to you, my man. You know, yeah, you hold it down all summer long, man. And I was big on him this year, but he's in my circle of trust. I always knew he had the game coming out of Marquette, but last night his toughness impressed me. That's what I loved about him yesterday. Last night, they were trying to bump him. Cole, like, you don't want none of this. Cole was getting down to the paint, going to the baseline, doing. I mean, him and Jalen Brooklyn was shimmying on these cats, man. I was like, yo, that's it. So, I mean, you know what? It's good. Because even when Mitchell Robinson get back and Hart come back, I still think the only one that probably you won't see was Jameson. He a two-way anyway. You know what I mean?
Right. So
his minutes still could go to Hawk's minutes because Jameson, if Mitchell Robinson started with Carl Anthony Towns, hypothetically, if he do, does that mean that Hawk can still be the backup 5? So
he is no doubt going to be no doubt, Devon.
Yeah, Jameson, and I think Jameson, and right now I'm gonna lean Landry to a degree. I think Jameson and Landry minutes because I think they were situational anyway. You know, I'd had them in a 9 or 10 man rotation anyway. So that means I think my man Tyler Kohler still can get burned. Because that means the only person you're gonna take out to me is Landry Shamet and Trey Jameson. That's Hart and Mitchell Robinson, hypothetically. You know, but like you said, he can go all type of ways when he need to. So for the most part, Big Cat picked up where he left off last year, 11 rebounds off the rip, 19 points, even playing out a hurt quad. I mean, when he took with baseline on Evan Mobley and then came back with the stutter step and shook, I was like, Big Cat got a bag. Jalen Brunson shook Mobley at the top of the key. Tyson. And got to the lane, hooked my man behind his back and laid the finger up. The car the ground went bananas. It was like, okay, these boys got it. My man, we gonna get the highlights and then we let him do all that talk about. My man gave my man his shimmy at the top. McBucket, I call him Mr. Mitty, and my man, what's his name? Mobley face with that and one. Mikal shook him at the top of the key, a little base, at least to the right of the key. Pulled up in his grill. My man smacked him on the arm and said, "Boom." Mikal laid on the floor. I'm like, Mikal was killing it yesterday, yo, shot fouls. These boys going to be a problem. Ananobi, they're going to be a problem. Wayne Stock was in the building last night, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to Dave Smith. Size 9, Fabian, my man, what's good? Salute to the whole chat, man. Appreciate y'all coming in, man. You already know what it is, man.
Like and subscribe for your man to them. Hit that like and subscribe for niggas. Hit that like and subscribe for your man to them. Hit that like and subscribe for niggas real talk.
Yeah, hit that like, subscribe for your brothers, man. We in the building, man. It's Devon Shot Powers in the chat. Cam from the kickback, drip more, not less, my man. What's popping? Great win last night. Great to see your guys, man, up in the building, man, for real. But yeah, just overall good feeling last night. Shot Power, the first one under the belt, got it out the way at the Garden. Did the thing, man. Did the thing, man. And what can we say, man? And let's get into some stats and everything like that, and then we'll get back at it, man. But it was a good thing. Let's get it, man. It was a good thing last night, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, man, let's look at some numbers. Let me get some of this stuff out of here before we can get the screen popping. I'll tell you what, let me do some highlights first. Let's look at some highlights from the game last night. Then I can take that off the screen and get the other stuff in there. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But real quick, that's the one out. Let me round that back. I thought Hawk probably did a good job of being unselfish with that. Breaking it down with the cat right there. Boom, reverse dunk. Big Cat in the building. Look at Jalen Brunson with this. Look at this. This shit's crazy. That's crazy right there, man. This cat controlling that thing there. Look at Mikhail with the midi. One of the top best ones in the game, you ask me right there, basically. Big cat, take that to the rack. Coley with the dive.
This was a good pass right here. That was a good lead pass. Let him right to the basket, man.
Right to the basket.
Let him right to the basket, man.
There you go, Hawk with the
That was a good pass. That was a good pass, man.
And the pick.
Right in rhythm. Yep, and blocked him out. Yep.
From deep.
That's the new shot right there, man. They working on, man. That last person down.
This kid, man.
Oh man.
It's unreal. Footwork is impressive. Hawk with the and one flush. And the flush, I meant to say, dude's had a good game, man. He really did. Look, Cole, look at the one. You see the heavy shot
to the basket. He looked like what's the knockoff to Henny? What's another cognac? He looked like a knockoff to Henny.
Right. Yeah, that was really impressive, man. Good job right there with all the guys, man. They all deserve their flowers yesterday. But let's look at some of the stats right quick and we get back at it. Real talk. I think it was some good stuff went on last night. We get it here, go here, box score, put it there, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it right quick. Let's get into the overall statistics. From the game last night, Cleveland shot 67% from the charity stripe. The Knicks shot 86%, man. But that was beautiful, 31-36. They shot 53% from the two-point area. We shot 50% from the two-point area. They was lighting it up from downtown, 41%. We shot 35. We still put up 40, though. That's league average. Like Shop House said, we hit three more. We probably been over close to 40%. Overall field goal percent, we was only at 43, but that's due to the fact we didn't shoot well from downtown. We shot well enough to win the game and still won by 8 points. And knowing that we only shot 35% from downtown, but everything else was pretty good. Rebounding, ladies and gentlemen, we smashed them on the boards last night, 48-32. Good job by them. Anunoby career high, 14, tied career high. Big Cat doing what he did last year, had 11. Just great all around. Number. We get into that in a minute. 22 assists. Not bad. We want to see a little higher, but we'll take that against a defense team like that there who got some good defenders up in the front of the front court, or Mobley and Jared Allen. So they're going to kind of disrupt a little bit down in the paint. 8 steals, 4 blocks. A lot of that was Anunoby and Mikhail by themselves. Them cats was killing it on that. That was Wingstop for sure last night. 4 blocks, 23 points. We was in the league for 42 minutes, almost the whole game. We was in the league, biggest lead, 17. And so that was good. Let's look at the individual numbers from these guys, man. From the Knicks perspective, some good stuff there. Anunoby, ladies and gentlemen, 24 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 37 minutes. Obviously, he had to play the best 2 players on their team yesterday. And I think he came to play last night. Taylor Brunson, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Didn't shoot the ball well last night. His percentage was off last night, but he still did enough to contribute another factor to the game. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, played 34 minutes. Big Cat, 19-11, double machine already starting off on the rip. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 31 minutes. See what I mean? That's what I'm loving. Look at the minutes, ladies and gentlemen. No 37, no 38. Understand what Anunoby, because he's our best defender out there last night. Mikal Bridges, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 33 minutes. Deuce McBride, player of the game to me. Real talk. 16 minutes, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, ladies and gentlemen, and he did all that in 25 minutes. Landry Shamet had a good game as well. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 13 minutes. Tyler Cole, good game. Overall, 7 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 13 minutes. That's good for 13 minutes to get you 7 points and get you a rebound and 2 assists. Jordan Clarkson only had 4 points, only played 13 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Hot Party had 2.5 rebounds, 2 assists. Yabusele only had 1 rebound, no points, played 12 minutes. And Jameson had no points in 2 minutes. But other than that, if you look at some of the, like I said, the points, Anunoby did well. 24 for 2 for 50, 50% from the charity strike. He missed 2. One of them he should have hit for me, my man. But he knocked it down from the 2-point area, 63%. Knocked it down from downtown, 44%. 9 for 17 overall, 53%. Jalen Brunson had an off shooting night, but he shot well for the charity stripe though. See, that's the blessing, Shaw Howard. Even though that man didn't shoot well, but he went to the charity stripe 13 times last night. You know what I mean, Jalen Brunson, and he capitalized off of 12 of them, 92%. He shot pretty deep, right from the 2-point area, but the 3-point ball was off 1 for 9. Mikal Bridges had an all-around good game to me, 100% from the charity stripe, 5 for 8 from the floor, 63% did shoot. He missed. He shot 1 out of 2, 3 from downtown. McBride with the 1 though, ladies and gentlemen, 3 for 4 from the charity stripe, 0 for 1 from the 2-point area, 4 for 6 for downtown, 67%. Landry Shamet, 3 for 3 from the charity stripe, 0 for 1 from the 2-point area, but man, 3 for 3 from downtown for Landry Shamet, 2 for 3, excuse me. So overall, they have some impressive numbers in them areas. Rebounding, that go you the big two up there, Cat and Anunoby. Hop had 5, Bridges had 5, Brunson had 4, and so on, man. So overall, to me, Shaw Power just was good numbers that they put up there yesterday. And they just got to continue doing what they do. But the box scores and everything looked good for the team most of the part. Yeah, your mic, bro.
My bag, I seen it too. Yeah, they had a good game. Mike Brown like Deuce McBride, in my opinion. He's already given them a lot of minutes. You know what I mean? And we may see a lot of lineups with Deuce McBride and Josh Hart out there too. I mean, I think he'll be a guy. Josh Hart. I remember we played. Was it Sacramento? Yeah, we played him, and all he talked about was Josh Hart. Josh Hart was Josh Hart. So I think that'll be what'll be popping in the second unit. So I just like the way they played yesterday, man. They played everybody played their role. You know what I mean? Everybody didn't have to score, but they played their role. Like these guys that was at the end of the sheet, at the end of the bench, came in and really played their role. You know what I mean? And everybody filled in. And as the more the trust goes along, the better the players will get. So let's see. I'm hoping to see Mitchell Robinson in the next game, and I hope to see Josh Hart before or at least after Sunday's game. You know what I mean? I hope that they said he was running. Mike Brown said the other day that he was running up, but he didn't really pay attention to him. But he seen him. He was doing something, however he was saying it. And let's see if we can get those guys out on the court pretty soon. You know what I mean? Not to rush him, but hurry up.
Yeah, for real. It's going down, man. You know, what I'm also impressed about was, like I said, I cannot state enough about the unselfishness of this basketball team. They are just moving that ball with, like, it's not about who got the shot, it's about who got the best shot. That to me is basketball. Like, these guys had an opportunity to take the 4 shots. I don't want to say 4 shots, but take a shot that it's all right to take it, but they still gave it up to get a better one. And to me, that's going to be hard for a lot of defenses in the league to deal with, because, you know, if you go double team Jalen Brunson and he like, okay, somebody open, then Jalen Brunson gives it up to Cat, or Cat gives it up to this guy, or Anunoby gives it up to this guy. They're going to have a lot of defense scrambling this year. Mike Brown offense is going to have defense scrambling. And when you got a defense scrambling, that means you got them on their heels. And then with them getting them steals and them blocks and pushing that ball up the floor, getting them easy transition points, it's going to be nice. You see the Knicks score 140 at will. Because I think once they get this thing down, maybe in 10 games from now, when they kind of master this thing, like I said earlier, once they get it the way they need it, then I think it's all system go. So let's see how it goes. It was good win last night, 1-0. Let's move on to tomorrow, man. We be on tomorrow night as well, ladies and gentlemen. We got the pregame show tomorrow, so you make sure y'all get in here and lock in 6:30. Knicks got the Boston Celtics and MSG again, man. So it's gonna be fun again. This will be a good 2 wins coming off the rip, man. I think if we can get these 2 wins out here, we go down to Miami and play Sunday. We can come out the gate and establish some wins before we get really locked in. Be a good look for the Knicks, man. So, like I said, Chop Out, I'm impressed with that, man, overall. I'm Super J Chose in the building. Jay, I see you in a minute. JD, Johnny D, what's good, JD? Good to see you, Johnny Davis, my man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody, man. Salute, for real. But, yeah, man, let's get it, man. Chop Out, just another good win. Way to start the season. Got us feeling good. Not too much we could talk about. Nostalgic. What's good? Nostalgic in the building. it is not too much you could really talk about in the negative thing last night. And like I said, before the season started, we're gonna have more positive nights on this show. Talk about the good things and the bad things, and that's fact right there. I think we're gonna have more nights giving them their flowers than giving them a ripping. You know what I mean? Let's put it like that. You know what I mean? So last night they deserved their flowers. Everybody, salute to Mike Brown. Congratulations on your first win as a Knicks coach. Salute to the whole bench mob, man. Bench mob did the thing last night. And this was a good win for us, man. So we just move on to the next, man. What you want to see carry over to tomorrow's game, man? Coming from last night.
One of the big things that the Knicks did great yesterday was they got to the foul line. I mean, they got to the foul line. They played good bully ball. They got to the foul line. They made breaks off of steals yesterday. And I mean, they contribute to pushing the pace by making a steal and pushing the ball down the court. These are more things that I'm looking to see tomorrow. I'm hoping to see Pacone play some basketball. Maybe he can get out there and play some. Maybe Muhammad can get out there and play some basketball, or to see if Mitchell Robinson is ready to play some basketball. So I'm looking forward to seeing any one of those things, though. But to carry over from last game, the same thing, pushing that pace. Push that dang pace, man. Push that pace. I mean, no more controlling pace. You push the pace, you get set, and then you decide what you want to do. And I think the Knicks are going to do more of that this year than controlling the pace and to translating into more of pushing the pace this year.
Yeah, real talk, man. Listen, let me bring the chosen one in the building. He can get in here and give us his good takes about last night. I know he feeling amped like we were. Jay Chosen, what's good, my bro?
Chilling, what's good, Divine? What's good, Shot?
You ready?
You know what's good to the chat. What's good, Knicks Nation? What's good, Knicks Real Talk? Oh my God, I am so hyped. Last night might have been one of the most unselfish games I've seen in the longest time. When you're talking about how that ball was moving fluid, there was a point, and I hate going backwards, where we kept hearing that they actually did it a couple times, that no hitting the floor passing. You right? It just bounce, pass, somebody shoots a dunk or whatever. We saw it last night, actually. We actually saw it in action. People moving. There was a shot that I'm not quite sure exactly who it was at that particular moment. It could have been OG. And OG waited until he got double teamed. And at the last second, hit, I believe it was Brunson, or it could have been Deuce in the corner. He could have took the shot, right, but he waited till the two guys drew them in, and he gave the other guy the wide open shot. I think that we played well. You got to give it to the backups. You got to give it to the backup. Period. The backup players, the backup players. You got to give it to them, and you got to give it to the other brothers that look. Cat wasn't 100%, and one of the things that he said was that that he couldn't disappoint, that he didn't want to disappoint New York. Like, he could have rested, he could have sat, he could did all that. He wasn't going to do that. And what did he give us? Good game.
Double, 19 and 11.
Last thing I wanted to say before we, what you say, whatever you're going to do. Having Huck start, right, leads me to believe, and I don't know if it's going to change now, seeing what Deuce did, but it leads me to believe that big man, the double big, is what the plan is for the future. I think that's why he started him as as a starter, because he could have went the old way, not how because we didn't have Hart, but he could have did Jalen Deuce, but that kind of it's a smaller, backcourt and all that other stuff. I thought they played well. I liked Mikhail's game last night. I like they're mixing it up. OG did what he did. I can't wait.
I think it was a good look.
I think it was a good look. Like complete.
Yeah, what's interesting? Another thing that I really thought was impressive to me as well was when Mitchell Robinson and my man get back. First of all, let me salute to the chat real quick. I apologize for that. Salute to APAP was good for coming in. My man G Money was good. King Rippy was popping. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Real talk. But what's interesting to me is even when Mitchell Robinson and my man come back, I still think you get some of these guys get to play, the situational guys get to play like Shaw Power State, because we're gonna be in a game where we're gonna have leads like this here. Only person I can see that might not play because it's Jameson, rightfully so, two-way player. You know what I mean? So I get it. Because I think he played because Mitchell Robinson wasn't there. You know what I mean? And I think Shamet, good as Shamet played, I think he might not get the burn because Josh Hart will be back, like I said earlier. Yep. But I do think Tyler Kolek gonna get some burn on this team, ladies and gentlemen.
He's definitely he's making a name for backup point guard, 100%. And if he continues the way he did yesterday, he is going to be the backup point guard. That's it.
Yeah. And
I believe.
You gotta give him some minutes. You can't. I mean, like I said, I think he's gonna be the one. I mean, it's a shame because Shamet deserves minutes. I mean, Shamet, but obviously this team is that deep. So, but no matter what he do, the good thing about it that we got a deep roster. That's a deep roster to be able to do that without two of your rotation guys not even playing last night, and even Cleveland have two of their best players, but still, we played what was in front of us. They played what was in front of them. But to do what we did yesterday,
you want to see the team run almost 12 men some nights, man. It's gonna be 12 men some nights. Last game was just 11 guys with guys that we had coming off the two-way players. But when Josh, I still think Sham is gonna get some minutes. I still think he's gonna be like that 11th man. I still think Hulk Purdy's gonna get some minutes from playing as good as he did last night. If he continues this upward trajectory, if he keeps going that way, I think he will get some more minutes too. I think Shamif has a chance to get some minutes, and I think because of Clarkson. You know what I mean? I think if Clarkson is not in the game, Shamif will be in the game. I think they're going to keep that scoring threat in the game at all times. You know what I mean? If it's not Brunson, if it's not Clarkson, and then it's going to be either Shamif. Those are the scoring threats. So I think the way they're going to start, we are going to, I believe, we're going to experience something this year that we've been craving for from Tibbs, that he is going to play some of these guys. Not every game will you'll be a guaranteed 8-10 minutes, but you might get 7-8 minutes tonight. So it's going to be so crazy how this season. I think so. I think Sham is going to get minutes, and Clarkson, I think they're going to be alternating minutes and stuff like that. I think you're going to see that lineup they did last night with Deuce, Clarkson, Shamif, Ahaka Purdy, and was it OG Anunoby? They're going to have that lineup out there a lot. I don't think OG is going to. I mean, Yabusele will be out there too much without someone else to help him, like in the preseason games. I think he'll be more aligned with having someone, a defensive person with him to help him so he doesn't feel like he's always the center. You know what I mean? Because last night, like we said earlier, OG was like the center last night. You know what I mean? So I think that was the lineup when he was the center. So let's get it. I'm with whatever you want to call it, however you want to do it. The way I watched, and this, I'm gonna say this again. I can't see it. I ain't got my glasses on. I believe these Knicks, I said this about in the preseason, I believe I seen the Knicks playing zone defense. I don't know if they play zone defense. If you pay attention to the game again, or if you watch the game again, please remember that I said that. I said about 2 weeks ago. It's like this. I don't know what kind. It ain't 2-3. It ain't 3-2. It's some type of they slide to both sides and they slide and they're not fighting over screens and it looks. I've noticed it. I'm just saying. I'm not sure. I'm not.
They probably was. I mean, you know what? And they got the personnel to do it because when you have a team like the Knicks who got, let's say they got 5 top defenders, at least 5 bona fide, McHale, Anunoby, Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson, and you throw somebody else in there. So I can understand why they would play zone 2 shot power. It makes a lot of sense because it'll cover guys like Brunson and them. And he was playing some pretty good defense last night. But what I also agree with you with about the 12-man rotation, this here what I noticed about my man. I'm gonna give Mike Brown a flyer for this reason. If you don't got your game that night, he might not keep you in there. First ball, he might not keep you in there. I gotta give this man his flowers. He lived to the second quarter, late in the second quarter, to put Jordan Clarkson in that game. Tyler Kolek went in there before he did.
That's right.
Emmett went in there before Jordan Clarkson went in the game last night.
Yep. I thought about that last night too.
Yeah, I'm like, if that ain't accountability, if that's not accountability, that's huge to me. Like you said, it ain't like a circle of trust thing. Who's going to help me win at this particular time in the game? And it seemed like he did that. So salute to him. Give him his flowers, man. I think he coached a good game last night against and he been around. He been doing this for a long time. He know how to coach. And he damn sure did it last night because he wasn't hesitating, putting all. I couldn't even tell you how many lineups that I didn't even think that.
Thanks.
Crazy.
that lineup switch is for real, man. And like you said, 12 man. I'm serious, man. And if you ain't playing, hey, Mike Brown, yeah, go sit down. Yeah, come on, I got you. I got somebody else. Don't worry about it. You ain't good tonight. I got you tomorrow. I got you to rest tonight. I see you in 2 days. We play next game. Yeah. I'll give you some. Yeah, come on. And that look down the bitch is like, oh, yeah, come on, yo, let's go. All right. Yeah, he's like Jay, that now.
Do you think what we seen last night, Jay, is sustainable?
It's sustainable, and it's only going to get better. I'm going to tell you why I believe it's sustainable, and it's only going to get better. The more you give somebody a battery in their back, the more you give them their I believe in you. You know, the more you give them an opportunity is the word I'm looking for, the more they're gonna do it. What I liked about it was when Huck started, right? So Huck Boy started. Then they brought in my man. I believe it what's the other kid? Emerson.
Trey
Jameson.
When he put his hand up, I don't know if you noticed that. He put his elbow, he did the traditional center move where he put his hand up and called for the ball. Now Huck wasn't doing that. Huck was trying to find, Huck was trying to find his way around and probably was a little bit like you had some of that butterflies. I'm starting with the Knicks on the New York, because that opening was fresh to death. That opening of the New York and the Carmelo, the whole thing was fresh.
Yeah, that vibe was crazy.
I mean, I was like a 15-year-old. I swear to God, I was just running. I was just, man, my body hurts today, but yesterday it was amazing. It felt great. So I think it's sustainable because I think Mike Brown is doing 2 things. I think. It made me smile too. Jemison getting minutes, but they weren't bad minutes. Like even I can't pronounce the young man's name, but they weren't bad minutes. Everybody who came in put in decent minutes. They put in real decent minutes. There are certain teams that we are not going to be able to. Certain players might not be able to be as involved as they were last night.
Facts.
Certain times, but we just went up against last year's #1 team in the East, And a lot of the third string, second, and bench players were a big, huge part of this victory. You know, so I also believe it's sustainable because we have a bulldog playmaker, get to the basket at all costs captain. We have a 7-footer that can shoot from the three and double every night, right? And do what he does and when he needs to do it. Some moves were fresh. That little floater when he hit the ground, got the M1 and the fresh to death. I think he's going to find this. He found his stride. He's now in New York Knicks in his head. He feels it. He's here. He feels it. Deuce came out. There was no smiling. There was no hopping and jumping. It was all business for Deuce last night. I needed to see that out of him. I wanted to see that out of him, and I felt it out of him. I felt that this is for real thing. So, sustainable wise, I believe that Mike Brown's doing two things. One, he has plenty of plays that are drawn up for everybody. There's not a lot of towel waivers on this team. There are not. I mean, everyone could be a towel waiver, but you get what I mean. Just only towel waivers. But I think he's also freestyling. I think he's freestyling a little bit. You know, last year Tibbs had to look all the way down the thing to find anybody to help. This time, when Brown looks down there, he goes, I think he would play good with him right now. Let me look on the floor. What are they doing? 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 All right. Jemison, let me see. Deuce, let me get Bob. Come on in. And he did that. And it was very smooth. And they played together. They looked like they were gluing each lineup glued.
Yep.
So you know what? It's game one. I don't, I don't want to over, because it's game one.
That's right. Yeah, you won't get too hyped. Yeah,
I don't want to overdo it because then I'll, how it will.
Hey, we'll fall on earth.
Right? I don't want to get therapy.
I tell you what's interesting to me though, but here's the difference in what to me from last year and the last season, this season. See, sometimes you gotta play the right ball to have to be good. Like these guys are finding each other at the right spot. Like Deuce and Bride, and Anunoby, all of them upset, but they giving them the ball at the right spot. They don't do that last year with a lot of ISO stagnation. Like when Hawk Purdy gave Deuce and Bride, not only did he give him the pass behind the 3-point line, he threw a pick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He threw a pick, gave him the ball, and threw a pick to free up his jump shot. You ain't see a lot of that last year. You know what I mean? It's like, but my man broke down Jalen Brunson broke down two dudes. They double teamed him. He bounced between both of them with Mikal. Mikal faced like he going to the basket, and he hits Anunoby in the corner for a wide open 3-point shot to put us up 8. A lot of that stuff, it's the ball movement. Tyler Cole breaking down the defense, getting in the lane, shifting, and now people scrambling. Like that's why I think this team gonna be dangerous because they got people scrambling out there. And not AP. Just I think the Knicks can give it just about to anybody if once it get to where it need to be. I think you still got to give it like 10 to 15 games. It's like a football. I think the first 4 games of the regular season, it's just figuring everything out. But time this team get to like 15 games when they know what Mike Brown want, they could do this shit when they sleep. This team gonna be pretty good, bro. I like I said, I know. Think about the rebound we would have got with Josh Hart in here last night. Think about that. Josh Hart. Yeah, think about his 9 rebounds a game last night, or Mitchell Robinson's 8. Even though the guys that filled in for him did all right, Purdy had 5, but the one who filled in with Josh Hart, So think about Josh Hart 9 rebounds last night if we would have played the whole game. So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. Sustainable, I think so. I think we had the same good players last year. We just got a coach who running with more offense schemes and all that good stuff. I'm not saying the right words. He got a little bit more in his bag. His offense bag is deeper than Tibbs to me. And the pace pushing and the rebounds and soon they grab the ball, they up the tempo. They throw half court passes and all that. that shit was new to me yesterday. That was like a awakening shot power. They were just throwing that ball all over the place. So good job against a good defensive team. And hopefully we can go out there tomorrow against. I think tomorrow's going to be a little different in this aspect. I think Boston is better wing defenders than Cleveland are, but Cleveland got better front court defenders than Boston has. So now let's see with Jaylen Brown and Derek White, they're great wing defenders down there. So let's see how our guys on the wing going to handle their wing. I think our bigs will dominate tomorrow. But I think our wing, let's see how that going to go. I think Cat might go for 30-something tomorrow.
40 and 20.
Right.
The one thing that we do well, like I think some nights you will see 7 guys, you know what I mean? And then some nights you may see 13 guys. You know what I mean? All depends on how things are running with this team and how this guy really wants to implement the team. I believe you can see as low as 7-man, and I think you can see as much as 13. This guy is different. This is different. You know what I mean? And if you ain't paying attention to it, you got to soak it in because it just looks different. So it feels like it's better right now. So, but for now it is. You know what I mean? And we're still talking about not having Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson. So as those guys come back, you know, like you said, the other guy will go back down to the G League and it'll be something else that they will implement. But I still think that this guy is going to run that 9.5 to 10-man rotation on regular, and then tweak it every so often when he needs a new joke. All right, you're not playing too good today, Clarks, or your Deuce, you're not hitting too good today. Shamber, come take this spot. Okay, Josh Hart, you're not doing too well. Bacone, come in here and play some of these minutes on this thing. Muhammad, you feel like you want to get in here tonight and play some of these good minutes tonight? I got these minutes for you. You want to get in there and get out there and get some more minutes after you get these minutes? Get out there tonight. So I think he's going to have some options to back up guys that are already playing and already have set minutes. This is going to be a beautiful year, man. I think we're going to still see Pacone get some minutes. I think Muhammad's going to get some minutes. I don't think they're going to go far down to the G League as we think. I think they're going to be right up here, right on front court. Every night they could be a chance that they could get 7 to 9 minutes.
Yeah. You know, it's early in the season, and if you look at everybody who won last night, Bulls won, Magic won, Sixers won, Raptors won, Hornets won, Bucks won, Knicks won. Everybody else lost. But you gonna tell me that y'all think the Hornets gonna be up in the top of the league? No. Raptors got a good team. No. Sixers, I don't think Embiid gonna hold up long enough for them to be up there. So even though it's one game, ladies and gentlemen, but I can tell you right now, the Hawks lost, Pacers lost, Cleveland lost, Miami lost, the Pistons lost, the Celtics lost. But a lot of them teams that lost, they're gonna be up there. You know, so it's one game. I'm not even judging. It's not even about the win to me. Shaw Powers yesterday. When I'm basing this Knicks team off of why I think they could compete with any team in the league, it's not about the win last night. It's the way they play and what they have. We got a superstar just like everybody else. We got 2 guys who are NBA. Whether you like them or not, Jalen Brunson and Big Cat got selected by their peers as all NBA players. Not by us, by their peers. So if you got 2 all NBA players, like a lot of other teams got 2 all NBA players, we cannot shortchange our Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Fair is fair. Anunoby and Mikal Bridges are above average players in the NBA. Period. We got a good bench. We got depth. We are good as any team in the NBA, all 30 of them. And that's facts. The Knicks is a good damn back. We said it last year when everybody was talking about the Knicks ain't this good. No, Knicks got Jalen Brunson. They got Jalen Brunson to call every town. We knew they was gonna be good last year. Who in their right mind don't think the Knicks is a good basketball team? You got to watch the whole NBA. The New York Knicks was one of the last 4 teams standing last year in the NBA out of 30 teams. They was one of the last 4 teams standing. So why wouldn't they be that this year? I don't get it because the NBA got a lot of teams got better this year, right? Shaw Powell and Jay Children, but we got better too. See what I'm saying? So we can't say that OKC got better. We can't say Orlando got better. We can't say the Hawks got better, but don't say the Knicks ain't get better. The Knicks got better. They got more depth.
Exponentially.
Right.
They got better big time.
Yeah, listen, this team is good, bro. I like the way they play. They got the personnel. They can mix and match positions. They got cats who they can put out there on the defense side of the ball. They got guys they can put out there on the offense side of the ball. And they got a 14 deep team. So that's just as good as any other team in the NBA. You know what I mean? So it's not really the home run powers. I just think that the Knicks, we got to give Knicks credit. We got to give Leon Rose credit for what he did the last 5 years. He built this thing brick by brick by brick by brick by brick. And now we sitting at the cusp of a really good team. It's going to be hard to beat the Knicks for this reason. Mike Brown's style of offense is Shaw Powell and Jay, it equates to the players that we have. His style fits these players more. And I love Tibbs. Tibbs my guy. Listen, but Mike Brown's style his style fits what we do more with him, with that personnel. And I like it. I just like the way they move the ball. I like the way they do all this stuff. So that means we got a guy in the front court who can give you the business, and we got a guy in the back court who can give you the business. So no matter what team we play, let's say we do play OKC, you meant to tell me Chet Holmgren, and what's his name? Oh, and Hartenstein. You meant to tell me Cat and Mitchell Robinson can't block with them? Come on. And you telling me that SGA and Jalen Brunson can't do what SGA can do? So we got dudes who making all NBA teams too on our team. We can't lose sight of that. You know, Luka and LeBron, I'd still take Brunson and Big Cat over in a lot of these scenarios in the NBA. Yes, Tyrese Maxey and Embiid, I'm going Cat and Brunson.
Yep.
You got to get it hours, man. They got a good team here, bro. Go ahead, man. That's all I'm saying. For real. I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna be fun, for real.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely no doubt about what we have, and it's no doubt about what we hoping that the Knicks will accomplish. And I think we will beat that thing in the middle. There's no way about saying anything. So far is so good. This is no more talking about on paper anymore. You know what I mean? This is, once again, no more talking about this is on paper. I mean, we are going to see what we reap, what we sow. And last night was a good reap. So what we did with that, we sowed last night by winning. I think tomorrow is going to be the same thing. And I think we're going to be saying this a whole lot this year about how good the Knicks team is, and not so much about what the Knicks did wrong to lose a game, or somebody was out for the game, or oh man, I wish they wouldn't have turned the ball or did that in the end of the game as much this year. And I mean, I got high expectations for this team this year, as all the Knicks fans do. So let's ride together, man. Let's ride it out together, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, real quick, before I let you go, we're going to get out of here. And the only reason I'm picking a size 9, the only reason I'm picking Cat over Embiid right now, Embiid can't stay on the floor. See, that's why I'm picking Cat over Embiid. Not Embiid is probably the most dominant center in the game, one of the best. But the man don't play. And that's the only reason I'm picking Cat over Embiid. I don't think Cat is better than Embiid skill-wise and all that, but they close. But I'm going to give Cat the edge because my man don't even play.
Embiid can't catch Cat.
And then watch this. This the caveat. Hold on. Do you say Cat and Mitch? Did you say Cat and Mitch? Because if Mitch is on the court, Cat is shut down. I mean, Embiid is shut down. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, Mitch always get that boy problem. Yeah, man.
So not for nothing. Look, man. Brown got a lot riding on his shoulders because he's coming into a situation where another man upped this team a level every year. So he know what he's came in here to do. Mm-hmm. They built this team down to the penny, literally to the penny, the penny, and they got all the players that they need to get. You're gonna get until we are fully healthy. I promise you this. and I was a little upset I didn't see Diawara. To be honest, have been perfect.
Me too.
You know, I was very upset. 6'9", attack the basket. I really want to see him. Here's the thing, though. This man knows what he sees out there. He noticed that it wasn't a Clarkson time, so he didn't put him in until he thought it was his time. Like this is his team. This is Leon's team. This is a whole different feeling. I'm gonna tell you what this system, who is really good for, all jokes aside, Deuce, Kolick. You're gonna see production out of these young men because of that. Deuce, Kolick, Mikhail, and OG. Those four are gonna really, really get the most out of this particular scheme set that Brown has, because Cat already plays the way Cat plays. He doesn't really need you to tell him where to be and what to do and where to go. Nice. And same thing with JB. He don't need you to tell him where to do, what to go, what to do. But these other four guys, like Kohler couldn't play this. Even if you put him in last year, we watched him with the 30 points and stuff like that. Not in the middle of a game, playing with starters. He played well. He's a 4-year college player who led the entire college in assists. And he threw a few assists last night that were gorgeous. So, look, man, I'm hyped. I see this team. I don't know if you're going to do a how many you think they're going to win yet. I mean, it's the first game's over. I'm ready to tell you mine, what I think. So, but that's up to you or not.
I said mine early in the season. I think Knicks going for 60.
I think they're going for 67. That's my number.
Oh, wow.
67, not 60. 67.
Yeah, I want
That's
to see
what they're getting.
Get up there. I think they win. I think they got skill. They got talent, man. You can't deny talent. One thing you can't do. You can't dispute that. And they got talent. So let's see how it goes. Yep. Shot Powell, go ahead, man. Then we're gonna get out of here. We'll be right back on tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. The pregame show 6:30 tomorrow. So we're gonna get out of here because we can get up and do what we gotta do, man. But go ahead, Shot Powell, how was your boy?
Yeah, great show. Salute Jay, salute Devon, salute to the family in the chat. We'll be on tomorrow, 6:30. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it.
Yeah, Knicks and Boston tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Good job. First game, you got that win under the belt, man. Good game, good everything. I would like a lot to see him. Quite sure it's something we still can improve on to get better at as the season go on. But for what we did last night, real quick, with the situational players and everybody just contributing, the energy was electric in MSG. It's gonna be like that all year, man. It's gonna be fun. We ain't going to 82-0, so we're gonna come here some nights where we're gonna be like, damn. But that don't mean nothing until you get to that first round in the playoffs. That's when it all counts, when it all means something. And right now, I'm hoping that the Knicks can win that division this year, division champ for the first time in a long time, and then take it from there. Until then, one game at a time, one quarter at a time, man. That's all it is. But we thrilled about it, man. I'm thrilled about it. I like where we're going. I like what I'm seeing. And there's gonna be some mistakes along the way. Mike Brown is gonna have a great coaching night every night. But the good thing about it, when you in his situation, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, he might not be on his best coaching night one night, but he got players that can still win a game for him. See what I'm saying? Even when he might not be on his best nights that night, but he do got players who can win a game for him. Or we might not be on our best. Our players might not be on their best nights that night, but Mike Brown's scheme might can win a game for them. So I think we got a good balance there. I think it's just like Tibbs and the team, like Tibbs and our teams last year. I think the same thing this year. They got a good coach and you got good players. You know what I mean? So it's hard to go wrong when you got good coaches and good players. You know what I mean? I think we okay in that asset. But to them, man, listen, y'all know what to do before we get out of here real quick.
Subscribe for your man and them. That like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your man and them. That like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk.
Yo, man, we out of here, man. Jay Choden, as always, thank you for coming in, my brother. Shot Powell. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Knicks in Boston. We about to go in here and smash up a bunch of beans tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. We got to get the cats out of here, man. This will be a good way to start the season 2-0. beating these boys, man, and get ready to go down to Boston. I mean, to Miami on Sunday. But listen, y'all enjoy, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.
You are now about to witness the
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who styled this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get-go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We flew like confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the bar too far for you to reach on. We got our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire, hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, Korea popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on the blue sky. And Metropolitan, we connecting the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms and fast and fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks assassin.
You are now about to witness the
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!